Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this Facebook Live class. I'm gonna give a few more minutes for more people to join. I see that many of you are joining right now, so I'm just gonna wait for a few more minutes, maybe 5 more minutes. And we're not gonna use any props this morning, so that's good. You only have to make sure that you have a space. If you have a mat, you can place your mat right now if you didn't do so already. And you can start laying down in Shavasana, child's pose, or taking a deep breath. And I'll let you know when we start. Just a few more minutes. Thank you for all of you who are joining. And we'll be right back. All right, as a reminder, this class is a 45-minute flow. And I saw that yesterday there was a confusion. Someone mentioned that it was going to be a slow flow. It's not going to be a slow flow. It's going to be a moderate flow. And the class is intended for you to start your day active and energized. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a few twists, a few back bendings, just to increase the blood circulation and to regulate your immune system as well. That is something that we are all aiming for every day in our lives, especially right now. And we will have a moderate pace for the movement, and then we'll end class with a regular shavasana for a few minutes. So if you are laying down in shavasana, this is a moment where you start slowly finding your way into your mat, sitting with a cross-legged position. Just to begin, if crossing your legs is too much for you at the beginning of your day, maybe you feel a little bit tight, it's totally normal, especially when you wake up. So be nice and gentle with your body. You can start with your legs stretched out, and just make sure that your spine is nice and long. You can roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times, just to release the tension from them. This is going to be easier for you as we continue. And then if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. We're going to begin just centering to the breath. Once you find your breath, just observe it. Don't try to control it. Just feel the air going in and out through your nostrils. Feel the air touching your skin. And now gain conscious of the space that surrounds your body, drawing the silhouette of yourself sitting on your mat. Now that you are more aware of your body, of your space, I would like to welcome you to our Daybreak flow. So we're going to begin class to the sound of Om. If you decide to join me, we're going to try to bring the vibration of the sound of Om in 3 parts. The sound will start on the back of your throat. It will then continue to resonate almost like if you were in a cave, the cave of your mouth. And then it's gonna end with sealing your lips and feel the vibration in your lips. If you decide that chanting Om is not for you today, you can just concentrate on your breath. And if you want to close your eyes, exhale all the air out, emptying your lungs. Inhale new air. Gently blink your eyes open. And again, welcome everyone to a yoga class. My name is Jazmin, and I saw that a few of my regular students were gonna join, so hopefully you are here. And welcome everyone that is joining this class from any part of the world or the country. I teach yoga at Crystal City, Earthrex Crystal City, and I'm very happy to join you all as well. So we're gonna start stretching the body out a little bit, especially since we are getting out of the bath. So you're gonna interlace your fingers, palms facing out, inhaling deeply as much as you can, and bring your arms over your head. See how far they can get. And now extend your chest. Maybe you bring your gaze up. When you exhale, you're gonna round your back. Feel the upper part of your back reaching the back of your room. Chin to your chest, bring your arms in front of you. Feel the stretch in your neck as well. Inhale, stretch up. Maybe arch your back a little bit, open your chest. Exhale, round your back and chin to your chest. One more, last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, release your hands. And now you're gonna twist to your right. So your left hand is going to be on your right knee. Your right arm is going to be behind your body. And you're gonna feel the nice twist. Gaze is on the right side. See if you can bring your chin over your shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Hands go to the respective knees. And now you're gonna switch the position on your legs. So if you have your legs straight in front of you, that's okay, you stay there. If you cross your legs, then switch it. Interlacing fingers, and let's do 3 more. Inhale deeply up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale up. Feel the stretch. Feel the space between your shoulders and your ears. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, release your hands, arms over your head. And when you exhale, twist to your left. Your right hand resting on your left knee. Left hand on the floor behind you, wherever you can reach. And on your next exhalation, see if you can twist a little bit more to bring your chin over your left shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Bring your arms overhead. And now, right forearm on the floor, or maybe just your hand. See how far you can get. We're gonna try to keep your same bones on the floor and stretch as far and deep as you can. without lifting your left side. So keep it on the floor and feel the stretch on your left side. Inhale back up, and let's do the other side. Maybe you start with your hand, and as soon as you start bending to your left side, see if you have more space to bring your forearm down. Beautiful. Inhale, back up, release your hands, and now we're gonna roll a few times, 3 actually. So you're gonna round your back as much as you can, hold onto your legs, and we're gonna rock back and forward. And on the 3rd time, see if you can come to a standing position on the front of the mat. So you roll 1, just giving a nice massage to your spine to activate your blood circulation. And on the 3rd one, you come to a standing position in any fashion way that you like. So we're gonna start warming up to sun salutations. Feet together in the front of the mat, and we're gonna start doing the Shivananda style. It's a classical sun salutation. So this one, when you come from plank position, we're gonna choose to go with knees, chest, forehead down. I know that you're gonna feel, if you have an advanced practice, maybe you feel inclined for doing chaturanga. Don't worry, we're gonna do that later today. But just give a chance to your shoulders to warm up and to stretch before we actually do chaturanga. Inhale deeply, bring your arms overhead. Maybe you arch your back. Keep your knees straight. And when you exhale, bend forward. Try to keep your spine nice and long all the way down until it's no longer available for you. So bring your hands on the floor. If you cannot bring your hands to the floor, bend your knees. So bend your knees as much as you need so you can reach the floor. And now you're gonna bring your right leg back, knee down, gaze up. Feel the stretch on your right hip. And now holding the breath, plank position. Feet together on the back of your mat. Exhaling, knees, chest, forehead down. Keep your elbows closer to your body. Inhale, slide forward for a baby cobra. So just lifting as good as you feel. Tucking your toes, you're gonna lift your hips for downward dog. Press the floor with your hands, pushing your body so that your chest reaches your thighs. Inhale, you're gonna bring your right leg forward, stepping forward. If your right foot doesn't come in one movement, then you can help it with your hand. Exhaling, other leg forward. Inhale, stretch up, all the way up. Exhale, lower your arms. That's 1. We're gonna do 3 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend. Try to keep your back nice and flat until it's no longer possible. Bend your knees if you need it. Hands on the floor. Inhaling, left foot back. Knee down. Gaze up for a moment. Feel the stretch now on your left side. Tuck your toes. Plank position. Exhaling, knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, slide up. Baby cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Exhaling. Inhale, left leg back to the front. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lower your arms. I'm going to increase the pace a little bit more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, right leg back, knee down, gaze up. Hold your breath, plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lower your arms. Left side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, back. Inhale, left leg back, knee down, gaze up. Hold your breath, plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, slide up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, release. New style of sun salutations. I hope you're feeling your body already warming up. Interlacing your fingers. Index pointing up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, this time is your left leg that goes back. Knee down. See if you can bring your hands over your knee and pay attention to your knee. It should be just a 90-degree angle. Your knee should never pass your ankle. So if you need more space, then slide back. Interlacing fingers again. Index up and stretch up. This time in energizing. Maybe you find a back bend in here already. Exhale. Hands on the floor, framing your right foot. Step forward with your left foot. Bend your knees slightly. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And straight out arms. Inhaling deeply. And maybe gently you stretch out your legs. Let your head drop down. Maybe you lift your arms a little bit more. Inhale, release your hands. Bend your knees. Just sweep the floor on your way up for Utkatasana, fierce pose. Bending your knees, lowering your hips. Just take a look to your toes. If you cannot see your toes, that means your knees are in the way, so bring them back. Lifting your arms and stretch up. Exhale, release. Okay, interlacing fingers, index up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, right leg back. Hands on your knee or directly up. Exhale, framing your foot. Inhale, step forward. Interlacing fingers behind your back. Straighten out your elbows, lifting your arms as much as you can. Bringing your head closer to your legs. Inhale, release your hands, bend your knees. Lift your arms and your torso as well. Utkatasana. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, release. 2 more. Interlacing fingers. Inhale, point up or maybe back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, left leg back, knee down. Interlacing fingers 1 more time. And stretch up. Exhale, framing your foot. Step forward. Interlacing fingers behind your body. And straighten out your elbows. Lifting your arms. Kissing or blowing a kiss to your shins. Inhale, bend your knees. Lower your hips. Fierce pose. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend. Last one, interlacing fingers. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, knee down. Interlacing fingers. Anjaneyasana. Left side. Hands on the floor, framing your left foot. Step forward, feet together in the front of the mat. Interlacing fingers behind your back. Elbows straight out. Inhale, blowing or kissing your shins again. Inhale, bend your knees. Lower your hips. Lift your torso with your arms over your head. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift your arms. Bend your knees. Lower your hips. Fierce pose again. Take a look at your toes. Bring your knees out of the game. Feel your ankles together. Feel your knees together. Your inner thighs as well together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, left leg back. Knee down. Anjaneyasana, 1 more. Stretch. Exhale. So now from here, we're going to transition into warrior 3. So you tuck your toes on the left foot, lift your knee, and you're going to switch all your weight to your right leg. Straighten out your right knee. Inhale, move to the front, lifting your left leg. Maybe you stay here, feeling the floor, feeling safe, feeling the strength on your ankle, or maybe you lift your arms up. We're going to hold 1 more deep breath after the one you're doing now. Exhale. Now start bending your knees, bringing the hands on the floor, and sitting all the way down. Now, if this position is too much for your knees, you can always stretch out your left leg. So, you choose. Now that we found our seat, make sure that you remove the flesh out of the way so that your sitting bones are really down on the floor. Bring your right foot as close as possible to your hip. Inhaling. Right arm behind you with your hand really close to your body. Left arm up, inhale, exhale, twist. One deep breath in. Exhale. So we started twisting, we started stretching, and now we're doing it with different positions on our legs. So now you're going to release your legs. You're going to roll back and lift up for Navasana. So let's do it one more time together now that you know what's happening. So you roll down your back, and when you lift, you're coming to Navasana, the boat pose. If this is too much for you today, you can always bring your hands on the floor, maybe bend your knees a little bit, or hold onto your legs. Whatever position you're choosing, let's stay here for 2 deep breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Now you're going to cross one ankle over the other, bend your knees, bring your hands by your hips, and we're going to try to lift the hips off the floor. If that doesn't happen today, don't worry. Just the intention of activating the muscles on your arms is going to be good enough. So you're going to bring your legs as closer to your body as possible, activate your abdomen as well. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down again into Navasana. For 2 more deep breaths. After your second deep breath, we're gonna do one more lift. Cross your the other ankle over, bend your knees, lift your hips. Inhale up, exhale down. Navasana, and down. So now lifting, swinging your legs back, and we're gonna meet in Chaturanga. So let's start on plank position. And as I promised at the beginning, we're gonna start bending the elbows for Chaturanga. Trying to keep our body as flat as possible. If this is not for you today, bending your knees, chest and forehead down, and then up for an upward dog. Tucking your toes, lifting your hips for downward dog. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Bend your knees, and we're gonna do different options here for you. So you can hop, take a few hops to the front of the mat, just take a walk, or if you have an advanced practice, then you can just jump to the front of the mat, and we'll all meet together here. Inhale, halfway up, hands on your shins or your thighs. Now your back is nice and flat. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, relax your eyes. So we're gonna do all that with the left side in mind. Inhale, lift up your arms, bend your knees, and start lowering your hips. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Inhale deeply. See if you can sink a little bit deeper this time. Exhale, stretch up and bend. Now your right leg is going back. Make sure that you're doing both legs. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Stretch up. Interlacing fingers, arms over your head. Exhale. Bringing your hands in front of your mat. Framing your left foot. Tucking your toes on your right foot. Lifting your knee. Remember, we're going to switch the weight to the front leg. Inhale. And lift your right leg. Switch the weight. If you find the strength on your leg, maybe you lift your arms and your torso as well. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Bend your knees together. Your right leg goes back. I'm going to switch directions just to show you. You can stay wherever you are. So from here, remember, you can, this time, your right leg be stretched out in front of you, or maybe you find the space for this one. Removing the flesh out of the way, same bones on the floor, left foot really close to your hips, left hand behind you, but your hand really, really close to your body. Lifting your right arm, inhale, exhale, twist to the left. And just as in the same way that we warm up, chin over your left shoulder. Inhale, back to the center. And now remember, we're gonna roll down. 1, and Navasana. Let's do it one more time. Round your back, hold your legs, roll back, roll front, and Navasana. 2 deep breaths here. And if this is starting to feel a little bit too much, just think of all the things that you're gonna be able to do after this. So now you're gonna bend your knees, cross one ankle over the other, hands by your hips, inhale, lift up. Exhale, back to Navasana. Not Shavasana, not yet. Inhale, exhale. Cross your ankles, one last lift. Lift your hips, lower your hips, Navasana again. Nice, so this time we're gonna try to jump into Chaturanga. So cross your legs, you're gonna bring your hands in front of you. If this is not for you, just find your way back into Chaturanga. So hands in front of you, and just unwrap your legs. Down, inhale, upward dog. Hug your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees slightly. Either take small hops, walk, or jump. Inhale, feet together in the front of the mat, halfway up so that you can flatten your back. Exhale, bend completely. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lower your arms. We're gonna do one more repetition on each side, and then we're gonna move from here. Inhale, lift your arms, bend your knees. Lower your hips. Maybe your hips go deeper this time. Remember to keep your knees out of the way of your toes. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Left leg back, knee down. Interlacing fingers, index pointing up. Anjaneyasana. Keep opening your hips, keep stretching. To help you for what's coming next. So now you know. Bring your hands in front of the mat, framing your right foot. Tuck your toes on the left foot, lift your knee, and step forward. Maybe this time it's easier for you to find your balance. Not for me. One last deep breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees. Find the floor. Stay where you are. I'm just switching directions to face you. So right hand behind you. Remember, really, really close to your body. So it's not a resting position. It's an active position. Lifting your arm, inhale, exhale, twist to your right. Positions for your arm can be as wherever is more comfortable for you. You can keep your hand by your hip, just to help with a deeper twist. You can keep your hand lifted to help opening your shoulder as well. Or maybe, if you have the binding, you can grab your ankle. Exhale, back to the center. Remember, unwrap your legs, bring it to the front, grab your legs, round your back, and roll. Draw forward, Navasana. One more. Roll back and forward, Navasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale, maybe this time you lift your legs a little bit more. And if you see them shaking like mine, that's perfect. That means they're working. That means your core is strengthening. Now, cross one ankle over the other. Bend your knees. Lift your hips. Exhale, back into Navasana. One deep breath. 2 deep breaths. Cross your ankles. Bend your knees. Lift your hips. And exhale back down. And now find your way into chaturanga. If plank position is what's calling you, you can do knees, chest, forehead down. Or if you're doing chaturanga, then bring your body up for upward dog. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Lifting your hips. Look forward. Hop, jump, walk. Feet together in the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your torso. Exhale. Last time, I promise. Inhale, lifting your arms, bending your knees, lowering your hips. Fierce pose. And really, really feel the fierce intention. Just to begin your day with a different mindset. Sink deeper this time. I know you have it. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, back. Right leg back. Knee down. Find your balance. Find stability on your ankle. And stretch up. Maybe you go deeper this time. Framing your foot with your hands on the floor. Again, switching the weight to the front leg. Inhale. Lift your right leg. Find your balance. Maybe you bring your arms by your ears. For one, deep breathe in. Exhale. Bend your knees. Find your seated position. Stay where you are. I'm switching just for you to see me. Remember, you can stretch out your right leg this time. Left arm behind you, really close, remember. Right arm lifts us up. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Feeling your sitting bones on the floor. Maybe you grab your hip just to feel a deeper twist. Maybe you open your shoulder, bringing your hand up. Maybe you take it in a deeper level and hold your ankle. Inhale, back to the center. Bring your legs in front of you. Round your back. Roll back. And front for Navasana. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Round your back. Roll one last time. Exhale for Navasana. Beautiful. Now remember, crossing your ankle one over the other, bending your knees, hands by your hips, and just engage your arm muscles. It doesn't matter if you lift your hips or not, just feel the strengthening on your arms and your core. Inhale, stretch out for Navasana. Cross your ankles, bend your knees, lift up, exhale. Bend your knees. Or find your own way into chaturanga. Inhale up for upward dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Walk, jump, or hop. Halfway up. Exhale, bend completely. Inhale, lift your arms. Lift your torso. Exhale, relax. Now find a nice way that is good for you. Just to lay down, belly down on your mat. Keep your head facing the front of your mat. And we're gonna start in Sphinx position. Elbows over your shoulders, palms facing down, and feel your legs relaxing. Let them spread, let your toes relax. Here is just gravity doing its job. You can stay here, but if you want to advance, we're gonna do Cobra. And now you're gonna bring your feet together for Cobra. Bring your knees together. Bring your inner thighs together as well. Feel them really, really close and tight. Now you're gonna slide your hands under your shoulders. Keep your elbows closer together. Inhale. First, with the crown of your head, try to reach the front of the floor. And now, lift your head. Lift your chest. Maybe even your abdomen. Try to keep your hips on the floor. So do not lift your hips like this. Keep them down. We're gonna hold this for 3 deep breaths. Starting now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You can take a break whenever you feel ready to do. Maybe you hold it until the last deep breath in. Exhale. Lay down, make a pillow with your hands. Look to one side, bend your knees, and a little bit of windshield wiper action. Just swinging your legs right and left. Back to the center. Lower your legs. And now we're gonna do Shavasana. So for this one, I'm gonna show you. You're gonna lay down on your mat completely. You're gonna hide your arms under your body. Your palms are going to be facing down. So like this. Try and hide your elbows as well. If this is too much for your elbows, then you can bring your arms by your body. But if you can do it with your arms hidden, it's even better. Place your chin on the mat, really far away from your shoulders, so that your neck is nice and long. Now tuck your toes, lift your knees. You're gonna lift one leg, your right leg up. And hold one deep breath in. And out. Lower your leg, lift the other leg, left leg up. And hold one more deep breath in. And out. Lower your leg. And now lift your right leg again. Lower your left knee on the floor. Bend your left knee. See if you can place your left foot underneath your right thigh. And remove your foot. Lower both legs. Lift your left leg now. Bring your right knee down and bend it. See if you can place your foot on your thigh, or maybe even your shin, but never on your knee. Exhale, remove it. And now let's try to bring both legs together. So adjust the position on your arms. Inhale in deeply. Exhale. And now lift your legs. And release. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Legs down. Bend your knees. Bring your hips to rest on your heels. Lower your forehead on the floor. And take one deep breath in. And exhale. Breathe out. Beautiful. So now, finding your hands in the front of the mat, lifting your knees, plank position. Exhaling, bending knees, chest, forehead, or chaturanga. Inhale up for upward dog or baby cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale. Now bend your knees, come into a tabletop position. Knees underneath your hips. Hands underneath your shoulders. I'm gonna move to this side so that you can see me. You're gonna lift your right arm, first opening your chest, twisting to the right. And now you're gonna thread the needle under your left arm. See if you can bring your right shoulder on the floor. Feeling the twist. If you have the space, maybe you lift your left arm up, bending your elbow and resting the upper part of your hand on your right hip. Inhale. First unwrap your left arm, place it on the floor, helping you push down to lift your right arm, twist back to the right. Exhale back into tabletop. Let's do the other side. Lifting left arm, opening your chest to the left. Exhale, thread the needle and twist to the right. See if you can bring your shoulder on the floor, your face, your left side of your face on the floor. And if you have the space, lift your right arm, do an internal rotation on your shoulder, bend your elbow, upper part of your hand resting on your left hip. Feel the twist. Feel if you can, see if you can open your chest a little bit more to the right side. Inhale, lift, unwrap your right arm. Place it on the floor, push down the floor so that you can lift your left arm. Exhale back to the center. Gently sit down, legs stretched out as we begin to the last part of the class. So first we're gonna sit on staff position. Just make sure that your sitting bones are on the floor and trying to have your shoulders aligned with your hips. That means you are not leaning forward or back. So try to find that space. If this is too much for your hamstrings, maybe you bend your knees a little bit, just to release the tension on the back so that you can find that nice form, that nice 90-degree angle on your torso with your legs. So your toes are pointing up. It doesn't matter if your knees are slightly bended or not. Lift your arms. Find space. Stretch out all the wrinkles on your body. Inhale. And when you exhale, you're going to bend forward. Trying to start by your abdomen, then your ribs, then your chest, then your shoulders. And it doesn't matter if they don't come down. That is the intention, to unwrap everything just gently and nice. First, tucking your belly and bending forward. Once you reach your space, your position, whatever it is, just take 2 deep breaths here. If you have the space in your hamstrings and you can actually grab your toes or find your feet, you can probably just wrap one wrist underneath your feet, just to deepen your stretch. Inhale, lift up, exhale, release. So now lay down on your mat completely. Bend your knees. Open your legs and find your heels. So first, before we actually go into happy babies, we're going to try to bring one knee down at a time. So first, rocking to one side and finding the floor with your knee, and then going to the other side. Feeling the opening and the stretch on your hips, as well as giving a massage to your lower back. Do that a couple of times on each side. Remember to keep things even all the time. And once you find a nice space, then you start drawing circles with your knees. And then you find yourself in happy babies. So making circles, opening your hips, and release. So now bring your knees are bended, your feet are on the floor, interlacing your fingers to help your neck stay nice and long, lifting your head off the mat. So now you're gonna stretch out your right leg, tensing all the muscles of your leg. Inhale, tense. Exhale, release. And keep your foot on the front corner of your mat, on the right corner of your mat. Now let's do the same with your left leg. Inhale, stretch out, knee straight. Tense the muscles on your leg. Inhale, stretch, tense. Exhale, release your leg on the other corner. And now lift your hips. Inhale, squeeze your butt. Tense all the muscles on your hips, on your butt. Exhale, release. Now lift your chest. Bring your upper back off the mat. And now gently and slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Help your neck to stay nice and long, pulling your head down. Lower your arms. Make fists with your hands. Tense all the muscles on your arms. Keep them 1 or 2 inches off the mat. Tense the muscles. Tense. Exhale, release. Feel your hands gently pulling down, trying to reach your knees so that your shoulders are relaxed and away from your ears as we start to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes here. Shavasana is really important because it is here where we actually absorb all the benefits from the practice you just did before. You're allowing your brain to process all the information, all the knowledge you gained throughout the class. You're allowing your muscles to relax and to find space for the new positions you did today, for the alignment you did on your spine, on your knees, on your ankles, on your shoulders, and your neck. Feel your body melting completely on the mat. As you reach a deeper state of relaxation, you realize there's no limitations. No limitation of body, of time, or space. Suddenly you find yourself at home. You're safe. So you can just be yourself. Gently start reconnecting with your body again by deepening your breath and taking control of your thoughts. Starting by your breath, one at a time. Deep breathe in and deeper breathe out. And this is how slowly you start taking control over your day. Starting with a new intention. Bring your feet together, bring your arms over your head, and give your body a full nice stretch. You're waking up to a better version of yourself. So bend your knees and lay down on your left side, making a pillow with your left arm. Try to keep your eyes closed as you slowly make your way back into a seated position. Crossing your legs if possible, so that we can finish the class. Bring your palms together, rub them a few times to feel the heat of your own energy. The energy you just awakened during your class, because you already had it. So press your thumbs into your chest. Inhale deeply. You can stay here, just feeling your breath, or maybe you join me in closing class through the sound of Om. Exhale completely. Inhale. Om. offer my respects to every single one of you, and thank you for joining me today for class and for inspiring me to teach you all. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and please send all your message, all your comments about this class and all the classes that are happening. I know that Nora is doing a really good set of core classes that are really great. She's awesome at the core workout. So join us for all the classes that we are offering. This class was offered by Crystal City, but we are offering from all the gyms around the country. So join us, and thank you. Bye.